Hi, my diadems. Good morning. How are you? Hey, my big sisters. Good morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. Let us be glad, y'all. Um, it is Sunday morning, and we gonna do a little inspirational ride to church this morning. And there's something that's on my heart that I wanna share with y'all real quick. I got like 10 to 15 minutes. Hold on. I just want to share what I thought about this morning. What I thought about when I got in the car, it is that the Lord is not giving us the spirit of fear, but love, power, and a sound mind. I'm trying to fix this scarf. This is my first time doing this, making these scarves on my head. But it's cute. I did it. It's gonna sit there. But the Lord is not giving us a spirit of fear. I probably talked about this before. And the other thing that it was in my spirit about, it was about, using what you have. Use what you have. This wrap on my head is a pair of leggings. Use what you have, and don't be afraid to do it. Don't be afraid to do it. And when I say, you heard this scripture many a times, it's because I was talking to some ladies yesterday, and my pastor when he was leaving out the door, about labels and things that they put on us, and or say that we can't do certain things, that we're not able to do certain things. You can't do something because you're not educated enough, or because you are a woman, or because I didn't qualify you yet to do this and to do that. And that was one of the things that my pastor was talking about. And I always believed, even before I read the scripture, I always believed if God charged you to do it, and you heard him in your spirit tell you, if there's an unction in your spirit to do a certain thing, or to create something, or to go a certain place, or to be a certain thing, a person or a thing, you know what I'm saying, a title or whatever it is. Because if God called you to it, he will see you through it. And there's a scripture that said that God qualifies the call. God qualifies you. Unfortunately, we do live in a society where you have to have sometimes it's not unfortunate. I'm not going to say unfortunate, but you do have to have papers. You have to have certified papers saying that you are this and you are that. And what it is, it lets other people, it lets the world know that you've gone through a certain training to be this, like to be a teacher, to be a pastor, to be a reverend, to be a doctor. We want qualified people to be a doctor. But sometimes God will give a person a specific message to give to another person that might be sick, to drink this or to drink that, or to go by this or go by that, and it will heal them. So I'm not saying that God cannot give somebody else a message, but I'm saying that, it is certain things that we do have to have papers for. But that's that. But what I'm talking about, if God has called you to write a book, or start a ministry, or be a teacher, or even be a foster parent. Oh man, I'm in the wrong lane. Even to be a foster parent, to love to bring somebody in your home, to go help somebody, to feed the sick. You know what I'm saying? If he has called you to do anything, he has not given you the spirit of fear, but love, and he has given you a sound mind, and that sound mind comes from him. He tells you what to do. He gives you direction. And when God gives you a gift to share with the world, then you have to wait for the prayer, for the direction in order to find out what to do with it. But don't be afraid. It's all right to be unsure. And it's all right to be unsure, and it's all right to be scared, to a certain degree. But what I'm saying, we all gonna be scared because that's human nature. Because if we're doing something that we have never done before. But what I'm saying is, even in your scaredness, don't not do it. Don't not take the steps in order to make it work, or in order to make it come to life. Because the only failed thing in life that you do is the thing that you don't try. The only failed thing in life that you do is that thing that you won't try to do. So try. It might work, and it might not work at that time, because everything has a season. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a season in God's time. But if God is pushing you and you can't sleep at night, and that thing is waking you up, and it's in your spirit, and it's just you living with it. You just living with it. It is your time. It is your season. And the head wrap situation is, use what you got to be who God created you to be. Even before you get your certified papers. You are who you are before you get your certified papers. I ain't no professional hair wrap, but I needed a hair wrap this morning. So I used what I had to do what needs to be done. I always wanted to do childcare. I knew when I was younger, when I was a little girl, when I was younger, I wanted to do childcare. I said when I was younger, I wanted to have a daycare. I did. I said that. And now that I'm older, I've been doing childcare for 20 years. I did other stuff now. I worked in as a nursing assistant for years. I was a security guard. I was a welder. Worked in restaurants. You see what I'm saying? I was doing all this other stuff until I broke down and did what it is that I knew what was in my spirit in order to do. That who I was called to be. This is who God called me to be. So it have to be. I've been doing it for 20 years. 20 years. And I can't even see myself right now doing something else. So that's one of the things that I'm talking about. Y'all, yeah, I wrapped this thing on my head, but it's killing me with this roof. But I really like it. It's cute. But when I started, I found out when I started, let me turn this on. I already had a lot of stuff that I needed. I already had a lot of the stuff. And when I told people that I was doing childcare, they started giving me a lot of things. I have mostly all of the things that I have has been given to me, or I got it from the Goodwill, or what I'm saying is that it was given, it was free, or I didn't pay a lot of money for it. But I always use what I have. I always use what I had. And that's the main thing. Whatever you gonna do, or if you want to be a writer, you got a notebook, some notebook paper laying around, just start writing. If you want to be a speaker, some people desire to, to encourage people and speak. You got a phone, start speaking. Use what you got. Use what you have in order to make your dream come true. Use what you have first and pray, and God will give the increase. I'm telling you, God will give the increase. There is another scripture that says, don't despise small beginnings. I did do a little magazine at a time, and someone gave me that scripture. Don't despise small beginnings, meaning that you have to start where you are. Start with what you have. Use what you have and let God give the increase. Some plant, some water, but it is God. I don't know if it's a third, but it is God that gives the increase, and that's scripture. Okay? Remember that some plant, some water, but it is God that gives the increase. So you have to, if you want something to grow, if you want something to have, if you want something to move in your life, if you desire to do something and be something, y'all all something. You know, we are all something in the eyes of God, and He has given everybody gifts. He has given everybody gifts. So when you find out that thing that you want to do and what you desire to do, don't forget to use what you have. Start where you are, and God will give the increase. So don't worry about nobody else. Don't worry about what nobody say. Don't worry about what nobody do, because God has not given you the spirit of fear, but He has given you power, love, power, and a sound mind. He is your strength. Let Him build you, push you, use you. Somewhere along the line, somebody planted a seed in you to help you wake up. And in your life, you have been being watered by life circumstances. Life situations has been watering you, growing you, preparing you, propelling you. Now start, walk in your destiny and let God give you the increase. My big sister, this is your girl, Stephanie, just coming on here this morning to give you a nugget to let you know that you are who God called you to be. You are everything. And a bag of chips, girl. Whatever you desire to do, even if you desire to be a mother, a big sister to somebody, whatever it is that you desire to do, do it and let God increase you. I love you, my sisters, with the love of the Lord, and my brothers, whoever might listen to this. I love you all with the love of the Lord. Y'all be blessed. Y'all hear me?